Yes. Oh man, it's time. Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on with you guys? Hope everybody's enjoying their day. Man, it has been a while since I've worn my Ravens jersey. And you know when I'm wearing this jersey, it means it's time to talk about the Ravens. Either it's a preview or a recap video. And it's time for my preview. Now granted, I don't really know what to talk about today. I don't really know how to assess this game. I don't know who's playing. I really don't know who's playing. This is going to be a chaotic game. Oh my God. You know, it's felt longer than it really has been. It's been like, what, a week and a half? But it's felt longer. And the reason it's felt longer for this whole situation, for this game to happen, is because of the chaos that's been happening. Day after day after day after day. More players being put on the COVID list. The NFL being forced to move the game back and postponing it. Leaving all NFL fans just throwing hate towards the Ravens. I mean, good Lord. Pittsburgh already hated us, but this is the most amount of hate and disrespect we've gotten from them in such a long time. I mean, good Lord. It's been a train wreck. Everybody hates us now, which doesn't even matter. Let's be real. Since when have people actually cared about or respected or even liked the Ravens? We built on a foundation of just being hated on for the most part. I mean, everyone already hates our fan base and says they're one of the worst fan bases in the league. Most people hate the team and the organization as a whole. A lot of people just hate Baltimore in general. And as for the players, man, they can't stand a bunch of our players. A few of them, they do like Lamar Jackson, RG3. They like RG3, and they like Lamar Jackson. Most people like Lamar Jackson as a person, but the fact that he's a quarterback for the Ravens means he has to get hate. And he's been getting nothing but hate this season. I mean, what else is new? The Ravens have always had people hating on us for the most part. It's just how it is. But apparently this season, another reason to hate us is because now the NFL is pandering to us. We're getting coddled by it. I mean, like, we're getting coddled. We're getting coddled, apparently. We're now one of the NFL's golden boys. We're up there with the Patriots and the Cowboys. Listen, I've been a fan of this team since '05. I have not seen the NFL pander to us at all. But this is how it is in 2020. I grew up watching them pander to the Patriots and the Cowboys. And sometimes the Steelers. However, I don't know what the Steelers did, but sometime after 2011, 2012, the NFL stopped pandering to them and they started to screw them over. We still remember what happened with that Patriots game a couple years back. We know. For some reason, Steelers just lost their glory. They used to be, the NFL used to pander to the Steelers. They were one of the NFL's golden boys. But something happened around 2011 or 2012 that just cut that all off. And all of a sudden, the NFL has been screwing over the Steelers for the last couple years. I don't know. It's just gotten worse between the Steelers and the NFL. It is what it is. But yeah, apparently the Ravens are now one of the NFL's golden boys, so that's just weird. Apparently, they want us to be in the playoffs. Since when anybody ever wanted the Ravens to be in the playoffs? Stop it. Nobody cares about us. But now apparently the NFL cares about us. And because other teams are getting screwed, but the Ravens games are getting pushed back, more and more fan bases are just starting to hate us so much. Man, this is probably the lowest the franchise has been. And to deal with all this hate, it is what it is, man. I mean, I can't change it. It is what it is. I mean, that's just how it is. Anyway, let's ignore that. Let's actually try to get into this game. Now, we know there have been several players that have been taken off the COVID reserve list, and they will be available to play for this game. I know guys like J.K. Dobbins and Mark Ingram. I believe also Brandon Williams. Trace McSorley's also been off the list. There's been several players that have been taken off the list, and they are available to play in the game against Steelers tomorrow. However, I don't really see the Ravens putting them out there. I mean, these guys haven't practiced at all. Do you just want to throw them out there to the Steelers and be like, hey, it is what it is? Or do you want to stick with the guys that haven't caught it and you've done some level of practice with? I don't know. I don't know how it's going to go. Either way, one way or another, this game is going to happen. The Ravens players and coaches, they're on the plane right now heading to Pittsburgh. This game is going to go down one way or another. Whoever we throw out there is whoever we throw out there. I believe RG3 is going to be the quarterback for the most part. Gus Edwards is going to be the guy we're going to go to. And as for receivers, no Willie Snead, no Mark Andrews. I believe you're still going to have Hollywood Brown there. You're going to have Devin Duvernay for the most part. And I guess Des Bryant's also going to be there. And maybe because of this, you're going to see more of James Prochet just because they have no choice but to throw James Prochet out there. Not like they can develop talent. Any level of success we get from receivers is just by accident. It's just how it works. But yeah, nobody knows how this game's going to look against Pittsburgh tomorrow. I don't even know how to break this game down in terms of what's going to happen. In my opinion, win or lose, as long as the Ravens go out there and be competitive, I'm going to be satisfied. You guys are going to see my reaction tomorrow. It's not going to be me being crazy if we lose. Now, if we win, that's a different story. If the Ravens find a way to pull off an upset and beat the Steelers in Pittsburgh tomorrow, I am going to be, oh my God, I can't brag. If that happens, oh, trust me, I'm going to be wilding. I'm going to be wanting all the smoke from Steelers fans. And I know they're going to complain and say the NFL gave us an unfair advantage. And just because of that, all the players that were on the list, I hope the Ravens don't put a single one of them on the field tomorrow. Because if they, with the squad we have, with the depleted squad we have, if we find a way to go into Heinz Fields and beat the Steelers, whoo, boy, we're not letting them live that one down. But at the end of the day, it most likely won't happen. I still think they have a chance because it's any given Sunday. Who knows how this is going to go? Hell, we just saw the depleted, broken down Niners beat the Rams, so who knows how it's going to go. 2020 football's so crazy. If I'm a Chiefs fan and I'm a Steelers fan, watch closely. With the way 2020 has been going, granted that's going to be in January of 2021, so maybe it's different, but with the way things have gone so far for this 2020 season, I wouldn't be surprised if either the Chiefs or the Steelers get upsetted in the first round. Everybody's money's on the Steelers getting upsetted over, the Chiefs. No one believes the Chiefs are going to get upsetted, but a lot of people believe the Steelers are overrated, and a lot of them believe they're going to go one and done. So nobody would be surprised if that happens. However, if it happens with the Chiefs, that's a different story. But we're not going to talk about that. But yeah, we get a game tomorrow. What do we do? In terms of game plan, defensively, just go out there and try to make some stops. That's really all I can say. We already know it's going to be a tough game. Just go out there and try to make some stops. Try to make some stops and try to force some turnovers. If you can force a turnover, it'll help our offense. If your job at this point tomorrow, all I want to see from the defense is put the Ravens offense on a short field. That's it. Try your very best to consistently put the Ravens offense on a short field. Because at that point, that will give them an opportunity to put up some points. And since we've got Tucker, we can hit some field goals. Just try to force some turnovers and try to put the Ravens offense on a short field. That's all I want to see. I'm not going to do this whole covering thing, try to stop the... No. Put the Ravens offense on a short field. Do your very best to slow them down, and we'll just see what the offense can do. Offensively for the Ravens, honestly, just run the football. Just run the football. That's all we need to do. Run the football. Our offense needs to be run the same way they run the Patriots offense. Go back and look at how the Patriots played against us on Sunday Night Football. All they did was run the ball. They had that trick play, but we don't really need that. Just run the ball, and make smart throws occasionally. Just go look at the throws Cam Newton was making on Sunday. He was making smart throws. It was quick throws. It was slants. It was right where it needed to be. RG3 can do that. RG3 can throw those quick passes. RG3 can complete those slants. We don't need no big game from RG3. I don't need him throwing the ball down the field to these receivers. All we need to do is run the football, run the football, don't commit any mistakes, turnovers. Try to be as disciplined as possible and let RG3 do what he's got to do in the short passing game. Throw a couple screens, couple quick passes, couple slants, see if we can pick up the first down, set ourselves up for second and short, third and short, and just run the football. This is going to be a game Gus Edwards is going to feed. Justice Hill's also going to be there, so he's going to do some things, but this is going to be the Gus Bus's game. We are going to win or lose depending on how he's able to run the football, how efficient he is, and what type of success he gets against the Steelers defense. Honestly, I don't know how this is going to go. I'm hoping for this to be like that Christmas game that happened in 2015. All Ravens fans gotta remember. You gotta remember this. You have to remember this. If you're a Ravens fan, you guys know what happened in 2015 and how bad this team was. But the best win of that season was on Christmas against the Steelers, where we beat them in Baltimore. And we almost ruined their chance to go to the playoffs. They would have missed the playoffs if Ryan Fitzpatrick just could have beaten a broken down Bills team. all you had to do was beat the Bills, Fitzpatrick, and you would have been in the playoffs. But because Fitzpatrick couldn't get the job done and he decided that was the day he was going to be Fitztragic, the Steelers got pushed into the playoffs. People forget that. In 2015, the Steelers would have missed the playoffs if the Jets would have just beaten the Bills. And the only reason they got saved is because Fitzpatrick was trashed that day. If he was on point and actually doing what he needed to do, and playing the way he was playing for much of that season, man, the Jets would have been in the playoffs. Unfortunately, he couldn't do it. And because of that, everyone's going to forget the fact that the Steelers lost a crucial game that could have really cost them the playoffs. They lost a crucial game against a depleted, broken down Ravens squad, and that really could have cost them a chance to go to the playoffs. People forget about that. But yeah, let's see if we can get another miracle like that. It ain't Christmas. We just got in December, but hey, I mean, if there was anything I would want for Christmas, actually, let me hold on. Let's see. We're trying to fight for the playoffs. I might want to save that wish for then. But yeah, it would be nice to see us upset the Steelers. Come on, PS. Oh, the game's downloaded. Right, y'all already know. I'm about to go be on my game real quick. Got this downloaded. I'm ready to play this Batman game. What chapter am I on? I'm on chapter 3. Okay, let's not worry about that right now. We're talking about the Steelers game. But yeah, that's really all I need. Offensively, run the football, be efficient, don't turn the ball over, and complete the short passes. Defensively, force turnovers and do your very best to put the Ravens offense on short field situations for this game. If we can do that, the sky's the limit. We may have a shot to win this game after all. Of course, we know our main guy, number 8, Lamar Jackson's not playing, but I have enough trust in RG3 to go out there and just not be a mess. I believe he's going to go out there and do what he needs to do to help this team. Whether we win or lose, who knows? Honestly, this isn't even a week to get disappointed. If we lose, Ravens flock, I don't need y'all to be disappointed and say, fire everybody, fire everybody. No, this is not a week for that. If we lose, we'll be like, well, it is what it is. Our guys were out. We tried to do our best. We went out there and played the game against the South Steelers team. We competed, and we lost. Time to move on. We still got a chance to fight for a playoff, so we can't dwell on this. If we lose, that's just going to be me for pretty much my entire recap. But if we win, everybody's going off. And trust me, nobody wants that. Everybody's rooting for us to fail. Most NFL fans want us to fail. They're hoping we fail. They're hoping we get blown out. And Steelers fans definitely hope we lose by like 40. It is what it is, though. That's just how football is. And we can't control this whole, situation we're dealing with right now. And it's unfortunate that this whole outbreak had to happen for the Ravens, but hey, that's just how it is. Now everybody hates us even more than they used to, and even more than they were hating on us before. It is what it is. You just gotta deal with it. Anyway, Ravens flock, we'll see what happens tomorrow if this game goes down. As for the Ravens players that are playing tomorrow, just go out there and be competitive. 60 minutes, man. 60 minutes. It's any given Sunday, even though this is on a Wednesday, but you never know what happens. As long as you go out there and be competitive for 60 minutes, you can live with the result. With that being said, I gotta go play this game. So we'll see what happens tomorrow if the game goes down. That's all I got, and I'm out of here, man. Peace. Go Ravens! I've got to stop doing that.